Hi guys, welcome to another video from Technik. Today we're working on the RS6. I'm going to be showing you how to remove the airbox. That's this panel here. Going to remove the whole airbox from the car here today. So if you need to get that out for access or other things of that nature, I'm going to show you how to do that right now. So let's go. Now for the removal of the airbox, we actually need to remove the silver air intake hoses that sit here at the front of the engine. As you can see, obviously we've already removed them here. But we have already produced a video on how to remove these, so if you're unsure on how to do it, I will add a link for you below this video on YouTube. In the information section, go down, click that link, check that video out if you're unsure how to get that removed. Get that removed and that will give us the access we need for the airbox. So to remove the airbox, first we need to pop the lid off. And as you can see, we've got a series of size 20 Torx screws all the way around the outside. So just spend a little time, just pop all of these screws off and then we can get this lid removed. So with all of the screws removed, give it a bit of a wobble and very carefully lift the box up, and that's what we're left with. So once the lid's off of the airbox, to get it removed, we have this bolt right at the front here, which is a size 17. So very carefully get that removed, and then we can move on to the next stage. Okay, if you look up under the sides of the airbox, you can just see a little kind of a thread coming through the bottom of the hole there. These ones don't have a bolt on them. Sometimes they do. I don't remember whether the last one that I did had bolts on there or not. But have a little nuts rather. So have a little look down there. Check if you've got a nut on there. Obviously, if you have, that nut needs to be removed, and that'll be the same on both sides. Or you may have it so that it just kind of sits in as we've got it there. But do check that out first, and then we can move on to the next stage. So we're ready to lift the airbox. When we come to pull this out, obviously you've got the actual kind of air intakes, if you like, here, the two round sections, and they go down on the bottom of the airbox, and they actually fit into two cylinders that you'll see when we actually lift this out. And the important thing is, as obviously just below here, you're going to have the mass airflow sensors. Obviously they're connected to cables, so you want to pull this out quite gently. You're going to pull it up a little bit and move it forward, and that'll give us enough space just to kind of get in the back easily and disconnect the electrical connectors for the MAFs. So let's do that now. So to lift this, again remember that the two things holding it in will be directly below here. If you kind of give the whole thing a bit of an upward wobble, you'll feel it kind of pull out of the sockets. There we go, at the bottom. If we kind of get in there with a bit of a torch, shine it down the back there, you can kind of see what I mean. You can hopefully you guys can see that down at the bottom of the engine. This is where the airbox is sitting in, and just here is the connections for the mass airflow sensor. So to be able to remove this airbox from the car, we need to actually disconnect the electrical connectors on here, so let's do that. That's all you want to do is put your screwdriver in the gap there. You've kind of got to work a little bit backwards, unfortunately. Lift that up, that'll release the catch in here, and then just slide the whole thing off. And remember, obviously you've got one of these on both sides, so get both of those done. So as we can see, with the two connectors from the mass airflow sensors removed, that's the airbox completely removed from the car and good to go. So with the airbox removed, you've obviously got the intakes here that are still open. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cover those with a piece of blue paper, like so. Obviously I'll do it on the other one as well. This is just to stop any kind of dirt or particles falling in there. So just put that in both, just for the kind of safety's sake.